Hello there. The UK is here to help as always. Pity some of our neighbours don't reciprocate, isn't it? Now, just to let you know, I'm under the flight path for the local aerodrome, so we might get the odd interruption. European Union countries are running low on gas, and they run the risk of supplies drying up if Putin turns the spigots off. So they are desperate to fill their gas storage facilities to bursting point as quickly as they can. The UK, it seems though, has more gas than it can handle, because we had a request to send the EU more gas, so the national grid wants emergency permission to pump more gas into the EU via our pipeline to the Netherlands. The Dutch side wants us to increase our gas supplies to them to address existing gas supply shortages which are being experienced in continental Europe. Now, the UK has little or no gas storage facilities of its own, with the Rough storage facility that was shut down a few years ago that is now hurriedly being recommissioned, only holding about 9 or 10 days worth of gas, and that was 70% of our gas reserves. And most of the rest, up to 5 days worth of reserves, are held in the European Union. But we do have terminals to receive liquefied natural gas tankers, but countries like Germany do not have enough. So we can receive gas but not store it, so we have to pipe it into the EU. So what we normally do is pipe gas to the EU for storage during the summer and pipe it back into the UK in winter when we need it. To put it bluntly, offshoring our energy security to the European Union. Let's hope the EU remembers where that gas came from when the winter bites. What if they borrow our gas now to cover immediate shortages, but can't replenish it to send it back to us in time? But while we're looking to bend over backwards to help our friends and partners, they are taking the UK to court over the Northern Ireland Protocol. Some thanks for helping them out. And the French border officials failed to turn up for work, so causing misery for travellers at the Dover docks. They have more animosity for the UK than they have for Putin. And they hang back while the UK does the real heavy lifting for Ukraine. Although once Boris is out of number 10, I do wonder if we'll start aligning with the EU in order to sell Ukraine out and get business back to normal. On top of that, we've been sending a constant stream of electricity to France via an interconnector used to keep costs low by swapping lower cost electricity. But this has been one way from the UK to France for a while now, because they have broken nuclear reactors or they're down for maintenance. But this is the same interconnector, remember, that the French threatened to shut off if we didn't give them more fishing vessel licenses. And while they're berating the UK over the Northern Ireland Protocol, I hear that Brussels and Lithuania have allowed Russia to restart sending unchecked trains through EU territory to the Russian enclave of Kaliningrad, on the basis that it's wrong to interfere with goods being taken from one part of Russia to another part of Russia. But where goods going from one part of the UK into another part of the UK called Northern Ireland are concerned. So let's hope this UK supplied gas is costing the EU an arm and a leg. Anyway, we are suffering in the UK from extremely short-term, short attention span politics. True long-term investment in basic infrastructure does not grab headlines, so it never happens. And where we can, we've handed it over to the EU anyway. And even if one side, whether it be red or blue, does some basic long-term investments, you know the other side will trash it and fritter the money away on some glitzy rubbish as soon as they get through the door to number 10. The only time a government acts decisively on a matter such as energy or food security or proper water conservation is when the crisis bites and the public outcry starts, months or even years, or even decades after the time the government should have acted. Always far too late, and then they wonder why they just lost that election. And although fracking would be a long-term solution for energy security, forget it. The political will does not exist to do that, and it won't exist until people, hungry and freezing to death, are on the streets demanding it. By then, it'll be too late anyway.